Terrible, terrible, terrible performance by Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever tonight. An embarrassing performance by Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever tonight. We got to keep it real. We have to keep it real. Look, we all know CeCe's the GOAT. She the best thing since pants with pockets. She was god-awful tonight. She was awful tonight. She didn't have it. She 0 of 7 from 3. She couldn't throw a rock in the ocean from the three-point line tonight. She couldn't throw a rock in the ocean from the three-point line tonight. It is what it is. Look, I've seen great shooters like this have off games. I've seen Steph Curry miss 12, 13 in a row. Sabrina Ionescu just shot 1 of 10 today from 3. It happens with great shooters. It's not the missed threes. It was the fact that I feel like there's a pivotal point late in the game where Caitlyn lost some aggressiveness in terms of getting downhill. We're gonna break this whole thing down. Oh my God, bro. This is embarrassing, gang. I can't even lie to y'all. This is embarrassing, bro. We just lost to the Golden State Valkyries, bro. They just picked up 4 girls off the street. They got Julie Van Loo going for some Euro thing, going overseas. They got like 2 starters going overseas. They got like 4 players total going overseas. They picked up Chloe Bibby off the street. She come in and hit 4 threes in the first half and go for 12 points. What are we doing? The defense is atrocious. The defense was atrocious. Listen, man, I know Stephanie White was out. Like I said, I don't care. It was a lot of people. I don't care. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear about, it was a long flight. I don't want to hear no excuse that Stephanie White wasn't there. I don't want to hear none of that. They have 4 players they picked up off the street to play in this game. We have this is a team that got championship aspirations. We got no business losing to the Golden State Valkyries, who has been a surprise team of the league. And I told y'all this. This team comes out and competes. They have an awesome coach. They have beat good teams. Even in the games they lost, they are in all of these games. They're not getting blown out. I don't give a damn. There's no excuse for us to lose to the Golden State Valkyries tonight. No excuse. They went and picked up 4 people off the street and they beat us tonight. It's no excuse. Caitlyn Clark was atrocious tonight. I love Caitlyn Clark. She was atrocious tonight. She made plays. The passing was great. She could not buy a basket from 3, which is fine with me. That's okay. That happens. When James Harden was averaging 35, there's nights where he couldn't buy a 3. There's nights where Steph Curry can't buy a 3. There's nights when Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic can't buy a 3. That happens. You can't lose. There was 4 straight possessions down the stretch with about 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter where I watched Caitlyn Clark. Aaliyah Boston's at the top of the key waiting on the handoff. Caitlyn Clark is being denied. She did not fight through the deny to go get the basketball. She went and screened away and stood in the corner. And at that point, I knew she tapped out. She checked out because the game wasn't going her way. And we can't have that. You are too great to do that. You're too great to do that. Caitlyn Clark, 4 straight possessions in the fourth quarter, went and stood away from the basketball. That's my only problem. That is my gripe with Caitlyn Clark for the day. You went and stood away from the ball when this game was in grass. And I gotta get on this coach. We went up 15 with the big 3 plus the blonde bombers, which I am now calling the Fantastic 5. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlyn Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hall. We went up 15. That was our best lineup last game. It was our best lineup this game. We go up 15 in the first half with that group. You don't put that 5 back on the floor together until 3 minutes left in the game. How? It's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. You don't put that lineup back in until 3 minutes left and we're down 8? How do you not put your best lineup in until 3 minutes left in the game? That same lineup had us up 15. Come on, dog. What are you doing? What are you doing, bruh? What are you doing? This is coaching malpractice. Coaching malpractice. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham. You played a hell of a game. Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. You played a hell of a game. Aaliyah Boston was solid. She had 17 and 12, but the numbers ain't there. Aaliyah Boston got tired. I watched it in the third quarter. In the third quarter, Aaliyah Boston ran out of gas and she just started fouling people. Aaliyah Boston, you have to stop fouling. People drive to the basket and you just hitting them across the arm, hitting them across the shoulders. And then you're doing this with the refs like, how did I foul? You are fouling, girl. You're fouling, Aaliyah. They get the rebound. You reach over and clobber the girl over the arm. They call you for it. You had 3 tic-tac fouls that you did not have to commit. You are fouling too much. You are in foul trouble every single night. And I know we get on the refs, but some of these, you are clearly fouling, Lee. I got to keep it real. Listen, man. It's Go Fever, but I got to keep it real. You are committing a lot of terrible fouls every single game. Yeah, the refs gave you a ticky-tack on a screen. They said you wasn't set. Cool. You had another one, you was attempting to block a shot. Cool. Cool. Those other 3 fouls were bonehead fouls on your part. And then you have to sit out for the beginning of the fourth quarter. You got 5 fouls. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. You have to stop fouling so much. The fouls are ridiculous. The coaching was awful tonight. We had a lineup that went up 15. He did not put that lineup back in until 3 minutes left in the game. I don't get it. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? I mean, this is an atrocious loss. This is the worst loss of the season. Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I know there's games without Caitlyn Clark. We got blew out. I don't give a. This is the worst loss of the season. We had no reason. We had no business losing to this team. No business losing to this team. Especially not like that. Caitlyn shot the ball awful. Even with her shooting the ball awful, we still should have won this game. Shout out to Tiffany Hayes from the Valkyries. You came off the bench, played a hell of a game. 14 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. She came off the bench with that energy. We could not stop her off the ball screen. She was coming off the ball screen, getting switches, attacking, playing downhill, splitting the hedge defender. She's splitting, getting to the lane, shooting floaters. Tiffany Hayes had a hell of a basketball game. And I said before the game, you have to get a handle on Kayla Thornton. Kayla Thornton, 16 points. We give her 5 threes. You can't do that. We had 2 straight possessions where on free throws, we did not secure a defensive rebound off of free throws. You can't tell me you have championship aspirations. You cannot tell me the Indiana Fever have championship aspirations and we can't clear a defensive rebound off of free throws on back-to-back possessions. Come on now. That's inexcusable. Kayla Thornton, you knew you had to guard her. She's their leading scorer. You knew you had to guard her. You gave her 5 threes. She made 5 shots, all threes. You knew you had to guard her. Inexcusable. We allow Chloe Bibby. Chloe Bibby just got on the team. She don't even know everybody on the team name. She comes in 24 minutes. She's a plus 25, 12 points, 4 of 9 shooting, 2 threes, 2 for 2 from the free. I mean, bro, how are we just letting people come off the street and cook us? We letting people come off the street and cook us. Come on, bro. Kate Money Martin had a good game. Kate Money Martin hit 3 turnaround fadeaways. Her patent move. Y'all know that's what she gonna go to. She come around and hit 3 of those. This was an embarrassing performance. This was an embarrassing game. Caitlyn Clark, 11 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Horrible game. One of the worst games I've ever seen Caitlyn Clark play in my life. I know she'll bounce back with a big game on Sunday, but tonight she was awful. And like I said, it's not about the 3-point shooting. She missed layups. And then in the fourth quarter, she deferred in 4 straight possessions. She did not go to the ball. I did not like that. Because when you making shots, you damn near will knock your team out into the 13th row to get that basketball. And when you wasn't making them today, late in that fourth quarter, I watched you stay away from the ball. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. We cannot do that. This was an embarrassing performance, an embarrassing game. And I mean, this was bad. This was bad. This was bad. Damiris Dantas, at this point, we need to see what Michaela Timpson can do. Damiris Dantas can't move. I'm sorry, y'all. I know we love Dee Dee. She's a sweet woman. She makes an occasional pick and pop 3. She cannot move. They put her in ball screen action nonstop. She has cement in her shoes. She can't move, y'all. She can't move. She's a liability. She just cannot move. We need to see what we have in Michaela Timpson. We went from being the fastest team to being so slow. They ran us. They outran us today. And then when we were running early in the game, we was running them. We was running their ass out the gym. When he went with Sophie, Lexi, Kelsey, Caitlyn, and Aaliyah, we running their ass out the gym. We got tired and they didn't. Late in go rewatch the third quarter. By the 7-minute mark in the third quarter, Aaliyah Boston's done. She's gasping for air. That's why she couldn't move her feet no more, so she just started hitting people and fouling because she was out of gas. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Listen, man, this was bad. This was bad. We got to do better. We got to do better. We can't play like this. This was an awful performance. This was an embarrassing performance. I cannot believe how terrible we looked tonight. I cannot believe how terrible we looked. I don't want to hear any excuses about coaching. I don't want to hear any excuses about what's going on in the media. I don't want to hear any excuses about anything. They have 4 players that they just picked up off the street, and we have championship aspirations. There's no way we should lose to this team. There's no way we should lose to this team. This team lost to the Dallas Wings. No. We gonna keep bro. We are sitting at 6-6. We better get it together. Caitlyn Clark, you have to be great every night. You have to be great. This team is Caitlyn Clark or bust. If Caitlyn don't have a good game, we can't win. We just can't win. This was an awful performance. This was one of the worst performances I've seen from Caitlyn Clark. I know she'll bounce back with a monster game versus the Las Vegas Aces, but tonight she was atrocious. The entire team was atrocious. The coaching, how you do not go to your best lineup that got you a 15-point lead, how you do not go back to that lineup until nearly 2 minutes left in the game is coaching malpractice. This was embarrassing, y'all. This was embarrassing. Y'all need to do better. Get off TikTok, get off whatever you on, and y'all need to lock in because I don't know if y'all paying attention. When the Indiana Fever come to town, the Indiana Fever are every team's Super Bowl. Players who have never played well are gonna bring their best game against you. You have to know that. You have to know that. This was an awful performance by Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever. They must play better in the next game, and they better play better in the next game. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.